Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, coming live from Fire Up Hearts. Yep, I'm going to put it down to Fire Up Hearts. But I'll probably forget sometimes and say Fire Up Hearts for Truth. So periodically I do short videos about things that you can do that cost less, that you keep around the house, and they have multitask abilities. These are supplies for the house and personal care. Now, for some people, it might be a little strange at first, and this isn't something that I discovered on my own. I had people pass this information down to me, and I also read about it. And I have, off the top of my head right now, I have 3 products that I keep here supplied because they have multifaceted use. Coconut oil, a good quality coconut oil. You can use it to brush your teeth. You can do drawing. You can draw from the mouth. It draws things out of the body. It's good for the skin. Coconut oil ended up being my ultimate favorite. It's rather inexpensive if you think about skincare. So I use quite a bit of coconut oil, and I keep for cleaning around the house, and body deodorant, baking soda. Just take a little bit of baking soda and you just, right, boop, 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 and you'd be surprised. Even if you have to apply it twice a day, it's not a big deal. It's much better for you, and you can also brush your teeth with baking soda. You can clean with baking soda and vinegar. Now, it's not recommended because you're more or less doing a chemical reaction, but I use the baking soda and the vinegar, and I do let it do its chemical reaction in the tub. I always have it well ventilated. So when I clean the bathroom, I use both of those. And vinegar has antiseptic, antibacterial properties to it, so it's good for cleaning. I have been known to use just straight rubbing alcohol for cleaning. I used to use vodka, so half the vodka went to me, half the vodka went to cleaning. All right, it's not funny. Okay, and then, let's see if I can think of anything else. But that's literally how simple I keep my life in the sense of skincare and stuff. So coconut oil, and then for teeth, deodorizing, baking soda, and vinegar. What else? That's really about it. I mean, I know there's other things I'm forgetting, but as the main things that can, and these things are going up in price too, but if you can keep white vinegar, baking soda on hand, it can help you with quite a few things, with keeping things spiffed up. And coconut oil. You can cook with coconut oil, and it's safe for animals to have. Oh man, I just think that there's something that's right there. I like Dr. Bronner's soaps. So when I can do a shipment of soap, I like to get Dr. Bronner's. Currently, I've been going a little bit outside of the box. It's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's not about health, but, and someone would say, well, that's not going to clean your clothes. But if you use concentrated dish soap, and I can get a big container of Dawn at Gordon for $20, and it'll last me actually a little longer than one that size of laundry detergent liquid. So I don't know, people will probably refute me on it, but I use Dawn for laundry at times, and I have been doing that because of the prices of the laundry detergent, and I found a lot of them were just watering them down much more. So And I guess that's about it. What else helps cut costs, but it'll be gross for some people? I don't shave regularly. I'm not throwing razors out all the time. That would make some women extremely uncomfortable and weirded out. I've pretty much always been that way, and dudes just had to deal with it. If they couldn't deal with it, then it wasn't going to work, because I wasn't going to force myself to shave for men, even though I didn't really care if I shaved or not. So, the reason is because my skin is actually quite sensitive, and so when I shave, no matter what methods I've ever used, I have a horrible rashing, pain, itching, irritation. It just never works. So I don't get that when I just go natural. But I'm not saying that you're going to like that, okay? But that's just one way to cut costs. Last time I looked, razors were pretty expensive right now. So that's kind of what goes on in times of distress, though, is if you're not economically well off, you're going to have to cut extra corners. And it'll make your life a little less luxury, you know? But then when you will be able to acquire those special things later, it'll be more appreciated. But when I come up with something else, I'll try to remember. This is for outside use, I use neem oil if it's something I'm growing and I am trying to avoid if there looks like there's some kind of infestation or something. So I use a little bit of neem oil if it's edible, but you don't want to spray it a lot. Even if it's on the edible, you want to do it on kind of a schedule to get the preemptive, where you don't want the pests to establish themselves on like a fruit tree, and then maybe one more treatment, and that you should be good to go. And it's much more natural, it's non-toxic, and it's not like regular pesticides and things. So I use neem oil. How could I forget this? Food grade diatomaceous clay is great for keeping parasites in low count. You mix it with water. You don't make contact with metal or plastic with this. You want to mix it in glass, if possible, okay, or wood. Why not metal? Because diatomaceous clay can pull out of the metal, and we don't want to pull out of the metal into the clay and then drink the clay water. And you do like a shot, but you start out small. But I'm not really allowed to do this every time I discuss my home regimen and how I take care of myself. I get flagged on YouTube, so I'm going to stop right here. That's all I'm going to say. I've got many other tidbits, but literally every time I take the time to do this, some asshole, and I think it's one person, literally comes on and blocks my stuff. So I'm going to go now. Have a great one.